Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Alright, this week has been a windy week, so Nueces Bay, it's just like Oso Bay. So what I've been doing is trying to stay out of that real strong wind, even though it's kind of churned up in here. This shoreline right here, back over around the fish habitat, some of these little islands and reefs out here have been producing good numbers of fish. Uh, but the thing is, if you're throwing lures in here, they're working, but you just gotta find the water where they're working in. Don't go throwing your lures in the chocolate milk water. Come up here and get on a shoreline. If you're in a kayak, this is a great place to go because you can just put in on the side of the road and work. If you're in a boat, you just gotta kind of cross the bay here, and once you get up in here, then just put the trolling motor down and you can find pockets of green water. That's where you're gonna throw your lures. If you're throwing bait, don't worry about the muddy water, because those fish that are out there in the muddy water, they didn't say, well, I'm just gonna leave here and come all the way over here and hang out in some clean water. They're still over there. You just gotta find where they're at on that shoreline. But this fish habitat is a good protection to come up in when that wind's cranking. You got some good reprieve from the wind, and you can get in here and find some good reds and some black drum with an occasional flounder or two. Down at the end of these, both of these channels, we've got good fish holding way back in here. Downside about fishing this spot is it can only take a couple of boats. So, if you come in here, I know it's a long idle back, but you come all the way back here, you got wade fishermen on the bank, you got 2 or 3 boats back here. It'll get crowded. If the boats wave you in, you can stay. If not, I would not recommend coming back here unless you're the first couple of boats in here. This is a good spot to come and power pull down on either side. Either come all the way back here on this corner, or come on the windy side over here, because you can get up shallow enough where those waves aren't gonna swamp you. And this is real protected in here. Same over here. It's good and protected water. Come all the way to the back where you can find some shallow areas, and those redfish will be back just packed in here because that wind's blowing hard, and they're coming back here where all the bait is, and this is where you're going to find your fish. Live shrimp's been working best back here. Up here in the river mouth, we've been catching some good redfish, throwing spinner baits on both sides, just like your bass fishing. You just throw those about a ½ ounce spinner bait. I use a bright color. Fire Tiger's my favorite. But come up in here, throw on the structure just like your bass fishing, and you'll hang some nice redfish. There's a lot of little ones in here, but there's some big ones too. There's spots in here where you can hold with a trolling motor and throw a popping cork and kind of let it just drift down the bank with a live shrimp underneath it. You'll catch a few trout in here on occasion when it's not too fresh. When the tide's coming in, that salt water, it's kind of brackish right here around the mouth, and you'll get some trout. Right here as you're coming out of the delta, this shoreline's got some clean water on it. I've been throwing cut shad or skipjack, or even those sardines have been working good along here for the redfish. Just get right up on the bank and throw those baits in the sand, and you'll catch plenty of good fish.
I'm Captain Grant Coppin. Thanks for watching.